In this lesson, we're going to discuss master pages. If you'd like to follow along, go under the File menu to Open, and in the Working Files folder in chapter number 3, select Pages, Mastering Master Pages, and just click Open. Master pages are one of the most powerful features in InDesign. Master pages contain common elements such as auto page numbering and the basic framework of your layout. They save time in setting up a document, make it easy to keep your pages within a layout consistent, and also make it easy to make changes fast. Creating a new master page is easy. Let me show you. I'm just going to go to my Pages panel, and to create a new master, all I have to do is click on the Options menu and go to New Master. And you can see it's automatically naming it prefix B, name master. I could change the name to anything I want. So if it's a spread that has graphs on it, I might call it graphs. Or if it was a picture spread, I might call it pictures. You can base one master on another. By default, masters are based on none. What is based on? It means you use another master, such as a master, as a starting point, and then make changes to it. My suggestion with based on is to use it sparingly. If you're starting with a particular master page and you're basing another master on it, and there's just one change in those common elements that are on master B, that's fine. But if you're making lots and lots of changes, it doesn't make sense to base one master on another. Let me just choose none. And for number of pages, it's going to be 2. It is going to be a left and a right-hand page. And the size is going to be the same as what I'm using here, which is letter. So the width is 8.5 and the height is 11, and the orientation is going to remain portrait. And I'm just going to click OK. And I have a totally blank master page. Well, one of the nice things about master pages is certain common elements can remain exactly the same place on every single page. Well, I just noticed I don't have any page numbers down the bottom over here. It might be nice if I had page numbers. Let me go to my master A, my A master, and you can see I do have page numbers here, but they're not set up. Right now it just says page and then nothing after it. I want to, before I make my master B, my B master, I want to add my automatic page numbering because I want to use that on both. So what I'm going to do is double click with my selection tool next to the word page. That's going to switch automatically to the type tool. And I can add a space and then add something under the type menu, insert special character, markers. It's a marker for current page number. So here it's just an A. Why? Because I'm on an A master. If I was on a B master, it would be a B because that is the page number. But if I go to page 2, let me do that. I'm going to double click on page 2. You can see it says 2. If I double click on page 4, it says 4. And you'll notice that A master is applied to both of these. So it is working. Let me go back to my A master. I'm going to double click on A master. Now I need the same text on the right-hand page. So why don't I just select page space A and just copy it, Command C or Control C, and then select page and paste, Command V or Control V. It worked really nicely, except it picked up the formatting, so it's towards the left. I really want it towards the right. Generally, page numbers are done one of two ways. Either they're all centered, or in spreads, the left-hand page, the page number is to the left, and the right-hand page, the page number is to the right. So I need to change the formatting. All I need to do is go to my paragraph panel, and if I go to the icons along the top, the third one from the left is align right. And you can see now my page number is in the right place. Let me just close this. Now I'm going to pick up some things from my A master and paste them into my B master. So I'm going to select this color bar going across the top over here, and I'm just going to copy it. So it's going to be Edit Copy or Command or Control C. Now in my Pages panel, I need to go to my B master, so I'm going to double click on B master, and I'm going to go to Edit Paste. Now that just pastes it in the middle of my spread. It just centers it in the window. I'm going to drag it down, making sure that it snaps to my bleed guides on the left and right side and along the bottom. Now I'm going to make it taller because I want to have my page number in white on that color background. So I'm going to go back to my A master, select my left page number text frame, hold down my Shift key, and click on the right text frame as well. So I have them both selected, and I'm going to copy them. Edit, copy. But I really want to make sure when I go to B master, let me double click on it, that I paste them exactly in the same place on the B master. Well, there's a command in InDesign, edit, paste in place. You can see that the page numbering pasted into my B master, and sure enough, it says I'm on page B. Well, what would happen if I applied my B master to certain spreads? Well, if I click on B master, and I'm going to drag it down over the top of pages 6 and 7. And when I get to a corner of that spread, the entire spread is highlighted. It can be any corner. If I go over the top of a page, it's only applying to that one page. You can see now page 7 is highlighted. But if I go to a corner of the spread and position it just right, the entire spread is now highlighted. And if I let go, it's applying that B master to page 6 and 7. Well, let me go to pages 6 and 7, and you can see there is a B there. So it's letting me know a B master has been applied. Let me double click on pages 6 and 7, and it has the page numbers 6 and 7. And if I double click on 4 and 5, you can see the page numbers didn't move. So that is really cool. Now, what if on certain pages I didn't want a master applied? Well, right now, rather than scrolling up and down in my masters here, I could do that right here, but I like to see all of my masters. I can go to this double line between my masters and my regular document pages and just click and drag downward in order to see all of my masters. And if I wanted to apply none to, let's say, page 8, I could click on none and drag it down over the top of 8. And it's none. Well, I can also do the same thing to an entire spread. Let's say pages 2 and 3 are going to be something other than my regular pages of, let's say, a brochure. Maybe there's a table of contents. Well, what I could do is click on none and drag that over pages 2 and 3, go to a corner, and when the whole spread is highlighted, let go. Now it's none. Let me go to pages 2 and 3. And you can see there's nothing on there. So it's very easy to change from one master to another as you're setting up your document. And you can bet that it's totally consistent throughout. Now, what if I have a document already that exists and I saved it and I wanted to bring the masters in from that document? Well, no sense in setting them up again. You can actually go under your options menu to Master Pages, Load Master Pages. And all I have to do is find the document that has those masters and just click Open. I'm going to hit Cancel. Another thing I can do is, let's say I was setting up a document page and I figured at a certain point that this should really be a master. You can actually select any spread and go under the options menu to Master Pages, Save as Master. So even though it's a document page, I could save it as a master and then use it again and again in my document. Another thing that's really great in masters is anything that's in a master gets repeated in any pages that it's applied to locally. So if I went to my A master and I clicked on my ruler and dragged out a guide onto my left-hand page, that guide is going to be on all the local pages that A is applied to. So if I double-click on pages 4 and 5, you can see that there is a guide on pages 4 and 5. Really kind of nice. It makes it easy to align various objects throughout your layout to the same exact place in the layout. One of the things that can be an issue is by default, the objects that you have in a master page are actually locked. You can see there's a little lock there. And if I wanted to have a page that didn't have page numbers on it, how would I do that? Well, I could unlock everything. I could go under my options menu to override all master page items, and that would unlock everything. Or I can do it locally, one object at a time. So if I wanted to unlock, let's say where it says page 5, I could hit a command. On a Mac, it's Command Shift and then click on the object. And when you do, it unlocks it. And if I wanted to, I could just delete it. And I could actually do the same thing with page 4 or any other master page object on the page that's locked. In the next lesson, we're going to continue discussing layouts.